Right before the start of the 2022 Dakar Rally, let's have a closer look at some details of Audi's new RSQ e-tron. If you want to know more about the general concept of the Audi RSQ, check out my other video in the description. Let's start with the front axle. We see a double wishbone front suspension. The members are not aerodynamically shaped, but this might become an area of development in the future. The steering sits in front of the axle, which means that the auto connection points have to be pushed further outboard, close to the brake disc, to reach a decent Ackermann angle. Packaging and serviceability must have been the reasons to design it in front of the axle. Also, we can see that Audi is using spacers on this picture here. Usually you would try to avoid spacers because they increase the lever arm on the wheel bearings and reduce their lifetime, especially in such a demanding rally like the Dakar. So this might have been a setup test. Also, we can see here the electric motor and the drive shafts. In the side view, we can clearly see the position of the spare wheel and the cockpit air outlet. For LMP cars, these outlets are directly at the door and act as door handle at the same time, but here door and handle are separated. Also, we can see the small side window that allows passengers to adjust cockpit cooling. In later tests, we could see that Audi added scoops on top of these to get more cool air into the cockpit. Scoops like this are powerful, but you would usually try to avoid them because they create drag and disturb the flow downstream. So it looks like Audi will have to improve cockpit cooling for the next generation of this car. This shot shows us quite nicely the air outlet of the front radiators in the upper wheel arch. Audi used quite some volume to ensure a decent exit of this front radiator air, and this is reducing the size of the wheel arch outlets. And this shot of the back shows us how Audi guides the air through the intercooler on the right and the water radiator on the left. Each one of them have a fan, and air is guided to the back through these tunnels. This is also a safe and cool place to position a control unit. We can see how the tube frame is running through the air ducting, which is not ideal, but because of it we get this nice and super compact packaging. We see the rear damper cooling coming along the side. The exhaust pipe behind the turbocharger doesn't have any isolation to increase expansion through the turbocharger and hence increase efficiency. All in all, we can see how Audi step by step improved the car and prepared it for the Dakar. Let's see how it will perform in competition. How do you like Audi's new Dakar Challenger? Let me know in the comments below.